Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, is full of history, culture, and interesting locations for visitors. The United States Capitol building has 3 floors that include the meeting chamber for the House of Representatives and the Senate. The center of the Capitol building is known as the Rotunda, which serves as a gallery for paintings and sculpture of American events and historical figures. United States citizens can view congressional sessions from the 3rd floor by getting a pass from their senator or representative's office. The Washington Monument celebrates the life and accomplishments of George Washington, the first President of the United States. It is the tallest building in Washington, D.C. and is located on the National Mall between the Lincoln Memorial and the United States Capitol building. The World War II Memorial was opened to the public in 2004. There are 56 pillars that represent the states, territories, and the District of Columbia. The 2 main arches on either end of the pool represent the Atlantic and Pacific theaters. Each of the 4,000 gold stars on the wall represents 100 United States deaths during the war. The World War II Memorial sits between the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. The Lincoln Memorial is located on the National Mall and was built to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed the slaves, and his Gettysburg Address inspired Union soldiers and citizens to continue fighting to keep the country together during the Civil War. The Lincoln Memorial is also famous for speeches given there. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his "I Have a Dream" speech on the steps. The Korean War Veterans Memorial was dedicated in 1995 to the members of the American military who served in the Korean War. The memorial includes 19 statues showing soldiers on patrol with expressive faces that help visitors feel the stress and pain of wartime. A long granite wall displays the faces of 2,400 unnamed soldiers leading up to the Pool of Remembrance. The anonymous quote, "Freedom is not free," can be seen on the side of the Pool of Remembrance that honors soldiers who were killed, wounded, or missing in action. A life-size bronze statue stands at the entrance to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, showing 3 American servicemen and leading into the Wall of Honor. Visitors often leave mementos to honor family members lost in Vietnam. And guides are present to answer visitors' questions. The American Women's War Memorial, found outside the entrance of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, honors women in combat and shows 2 women in uniform giving medical assistance to a male soldier. The Smithsonian Institution is a series of museums that showcase important events in the history of America, along with art, pop culture, and natural wonders. The Air and Space Museum showcases the history of flight and space exploration. One of the exhibits focuses on Amelia Earhart's airplane. She flew the red Lockheed 5B Vega solo non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean and later across the United States, the first woman to complete either of these flights. Another exhibit features the original 1903 flyer first used by the Wright brothers. Admission to all 19 museums in the Smithsonian Institute is free to the public. The oldest public building in Washington, D.C. is the White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Every president except for George Washington has lived in the White House. Over 1 million people visit and tour the White House every year. The Jefferson Memorial was built to honor Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States of America. In the center of the open-walled building, a 19-foot statue of Jefferson is featured, along with passages from his famous writings, such as the Declaration of Independence. These are just a few of the interesting places available to visitors in Washington, D.C.